I want to talk a little bit more about your time as a refugee, Dr. Médine.
Mhm.
It seems like a lot of people in those kind of, trials like that. I have sisters from a war-torn country, and I know people who have lost faith because of those kind of things. So, was there a time you felt that God had abandoned you during that, or were you seeing the hand of God even in such a horrific situation?
I would say both. Towards the middle of the war, well, maybe close to the beginning, something happened to me where that day was, I think, one of the worst days for me. Our group, with my mom, aged dad. My dad had had a stroke, so he was paralyzed. We were pushing him in a wheelbarrow. And all the other people, my siblings and niece, nephew, and the cluster of people who stayed with us, we were running, moving from one village to another. And I knew the way, so I was leading them. But as I was walking, I was like, I don't understand, God, where are you? This is happening to us. We haven't done anything. We're not involved in politics, and we don't know why these things are happening to us. And I was thinking to myself, I said, I'm not prideful, but God, I've been serving you. What did I do to deserve this? So I was really, really down. And I was carrying in the back my son, David. I have been abandoned as a wife, and not by Craig. But many women were abandoned in situations like that. So I was like, I did not understand. I didn't understand what was the purpose of this. And all the faith that I had, I felt like I was losing it. I didn't have anything. So as I was going, leading this group of people, I was crying really loudly, sobbing. And because I knew the way, I was ahead of them. And the kids would say, are we there yet? I'm like, okay, you can come. I could turn. They would not see the tears from my eyes, but I can fake a smile and things like that. As I was walking, I was so much into myself that I didn't realize something was happening. I started to hear like someone humming. First of all, I didn't care about it, but then it started to bother me. I was like, we are hungry. It's very hot. We do not even have water. We don't know. When we'll get there. And somebody is really humming. How dare the person do that in a situation like this? So I started to be very upset. But at the same time, I started to think, focus on the person. I realized the person was not humming. The person was singing. The person was singing a song that we sing at the church, but the words were all coming wrong. And then I realized the person singing was my son in my back. Of course, he was not walking. He was being carried, and he was dancing and singing. I focused on the song, and the song said, we will overcome. We will overcome. With God's strength, we will overcome. For me, it was like an awakening. I stood there and I said, it's true. I don't know if we're going to die or live, but if I die, I want to die in the Lord. Mm-hmm. I want to trust in God. And if we live, I want myself inside me to know that we will overcome wherever this is taking us. So that became for me like a memory place. Even today, when things are really hard, I go back there. So to answer your question, yes, things were hard, and sometimes I lost hope, but God helped us. I realized that there were two routes in front of me. I can either go towards God and just let Him help me, or I can go away from God and wallow in bitterness and self-pity, as I saw a lot of people do. So, yeah.